Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Aslan Speaks. Today, I want to talk about becoming your greatest self. And this is going to be like a freestyle from the heart. First, I want to thank you, all of my followers out there. I know I haven't posted anything in a while. I have a normal life and I have to work and maintain an income. But anyway, thank you guys for following me, and I appreciate it. So today I want to talk about, like I said, becoming your greatest self. And that's my inspiration in this world is we're so much more than just a flesh and just flesh. We come from the divine spark of the creator. You call it God, you call it source, whatever resonates with you. And I believe if you become your greatest self, then the world around you becomes great, and then little by little everything starts becoming greater and greater. And maybe the problem with society today or humanity is we've been conditioned to think that we can't be great and that we're just flesh and that whatever we do in life we won't be successful, or we only reach a certain status of success. And you guys are limitless, not limited, but limitless. So I might ask you guys this question: what are you doing in your life to become the greatest version of you? Because once you become the greatest version of you, yes, you can help others become the greatest versions of themselves. This journey of a spiritual awakening, or just awakening to your higher self, is realizing not only can you change yourself and achieve greatness, but you can achieve greatness out there for others. Hi guys, I got my kitten here who jumped up on my lap. I was discussing with a friend the other day where she was asking me, like, well, let's rephrase this. A lot of people come to me and like, hey, I need your help. I need your guidance. I feel lost in life. I don't feel like my normal self. And we've all been there. And we've all had those questions where we don't feel whole and complete or normal. And she reached out to me and was like, what can I do? And what I told her is, you have to heal thyself first. A lot of us, we try to, the analogy, like everybody has like a sinking ship, and we try to stop the leaking of the ships of other people's lives. We are too busy giving our energy and time to people, friends, family, relationships, romantic or whatever they may be, or even the work environment, and we're taking all our energy and we're putting it to help others, or putting it towards, putting a roof over our head or whatnot. And sometimes you have to take a step back in your life and focus on yourself. And it's hard for people who are loving and compassionate, because it's like, in your mind, it's like, I'm being selfish right now. And that was one of my problems, is I was always giving and giving, and I thought if I took time for myself, that I was being selfish. And then as I awakened on this journey, I realized it's okay to be a little bit selfish. You have to heal thyself. And this particular friend, she was so giving and loving to, like, she was in a relationship that, in my opinion, she put all her time and energy helping her partner out, that she forgot about herself. She forgot about her own happiness, her own mental health, and not even mental health, but physical health. And you have to become the greatest version of you first. And so that's why I suggested to her, I was like, yes, I understand you're going through difficulties with your relationship and your life and you're not happy, but it all stems from one root cause. And obviously that, like I always tell people, because they always ask me for advice, and I tell them, you guys already know the answers that you're seeking. Your soul screams at you every day. You know, it may be physical health where your body's screaming and your body tells you your physical health is not good, and when you have health issues or dis-ease or disharmony within your body and uneasiness in you. You wake up and you're like, something's uncomfortable. Either I got you're struggling with body weight or some type of pain or back pain, or and your body's telling you guys. And we choose to ignore it. And so you guys out there who are listening to this, you already have the answers. You guys sit within yourself and ask yourself, why? Why am I not my greatest version of myself? What habits am I doing that are preventing me to become my greatest self or greatest version? Often in life, we self-sabotage ourselves, knowingly and unknowingly. One of the biggest things that humans, how they self-sabotage themselves, knowingly or unknowingly, is with their addictions. Maybe smoking herb or alcohol or pills or binge watching TV or doing some form of toxic behavior. What are you guys doing to self-sabotage you? You got to take an inner reflection on your life. Oh, my cat's jumped up on me again. And one of the tools in becoming the greatest version of yourself is realizing what areas in your life are you self-sabotaging? What addictions are holding you back in life? And one of the greatest addictions is relationships with other people. I'm going to repeat that. One of the greatest addictions that self-sabotage you is the addictions of other people in your life. You knowingly or unknowingly, certain people influence you to not be your greatest self. Or like I said, you're too busy giving to them and you forget about yourself. You have to take time and heal thyself. Look within. You hold the answers in your lives, my friends. So I'm going to try to not make this a long video. I'm just trying to point out to you guys, because obviously if you're watching this, your soul, your intuition is like, hey, I'm intrigued about that title of the video or whatnot, and maybe this is coming to you for a reason, because some area in your life you're not giving it your full attention. And I've been there, guys. I'm still on that path where I'm trying to heal myself and try to become the greatest version. And that's what I do every day, is what can I do, what actions, because you got to put the actions into place to become your greatest self. And by you becoming your greatest self, then the world around you becomes great. And then you can, once you become whole and complete, you can help others then. But first you got to take that time, hit the brakes in your life, and focus on yourself for a little bit. And that's even if it's like you're in a relationship, romantic or whatnot, and like it's hard because you're sitting there like, I love this person, I want to be with them. But if you're not whole or you're not in a good place in your life, maybe it's time to be like, hey, I love this person, and you guys sit down and talk to them and be like, hey, I love you, I care about you, I want to be with you, but I'm going to take a step back and focus on healing myself or getting myself together first. So that's one of the things I suggest, guys, is if you're trying to become the greatest self, take a step back and focus on yourself for a minute. Realize, stop the self-sabotaging behavior in your life. Another tool is learning to master your mind. Because all is mind. There's universal laws that govern this reality, my friends. And one of them is the law of mentalism. All is mind. What you think you become. What you feel you become. What you think and feel you attract into your life. And when you become conscious and mindful of it, then you can start shifting. You can start shifting your reality, so to speak. One of the coolest tools is, in life we're building something, right? In life we're always building. Either we're building a good career, we're building a good hobby, building a good family, a good relationship. We're, in a sense, creating. We're building. We got those hammers out and we're building. And there's two forms of building. We can be constructive, positive, constructive, or we can be destructive. This is really important, so I'm going to point that out to you guys. What are you building in your lives? Are you being constructive or are you being destructive? Ask yourselves, what areas of your life that you need to be less destructive and more constructive? My cat, this is Belle, guys. Bella, I call her. And that's when it comes with the law of mentalism, the law of mind, mastering your mind. Are you thinking constructive thoughts? Are you thinking destructive thoughts? Constructive thoughts is, I am good enough. Destructive thoughts are, I'm not good enough. I'm poor. I am lacking. I'm unhappy. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm filled with anxiety. Those are destructive thoughts. And what does destructive mean? Destruction. It destroys you slowly. And those destructive thoughts destroy your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual self. Keeps you in a lower vibrational frequency. And then when you're in those destructive thoughts, you self-sabotage yourself. You can't become your greatest self because you're constantly taking the hammer out and beating up on yourself. You gotta heal thyself. And healing thyself first starts with healing thy mind. And it's hard, guys. I've been there. I've been there where, I self-sabotage myself. And many self-sabotage my career, self-sabotage friendships, self-sabotage hobbies, or even my writing. When you guys all who follow me know that I write books, and when I was in a lower vibrational state or not in a good place mentally or emotionally, I wouldn't write. So you got to recognize the destruction that you cause yourselves. And one of those destructive behaviors is allowing destructive substances to numb your mind. Are you thinking clearly? Let me ask you guys, are you thinking clearly? Are you in tune and connected to your heart and your third eye and all your chakras? Are you connected to source? That's why, guys, I gave up drinking and smoking herb, because it interfered with my connection to becoming my higher self or my conscious self. So many people out there who are struggling in life is because they're on some type of substance, and then in that particular moment, they're not thinking rationally, they're not thinking clearly, so they make a poor decision or a destructive decision, and it self-sabotages their life and keeps them from becoming their greatest self. And we can flip it where we're like, all right, from here on out, I choose to become my greatest self, my greatest version. And I'm going to start thinking only constructive thoughts, doing constructive actions, and stop that destructive behavior. So if you're addicted to herb and you use it to numb yourself, a lot of people do this, self-medicate. I've been there. You self-medicate because your external world you're not completely happy with. So you numb yourself, so it temporarily distracts you from your problems in your life. Maybe your lack of abundance, maybe your lack of love, maybe your lack of affection, whatever it is. You have to change your behavior, change your actions. Guys, I encourage you to become the greatest version of yourselves. I'll ask you again, what are you doing in your life to be the greatest version of yourself? So, to become the greatest version, always try to master your mind. And let's try to always be in positive thinking, positive thoughts, constructive thoughts. And that's even when you speak to others or speaking to yourself. We're always having this internal dialogue within ourselves. And so one of the best tools for mastering your mind is learning to filter out the constructive and destructive thought, that constructive or destructive feeling or emotion. And when that destructive thought comes in your mind, like I'm sad, I'm depressed, take a moment. Why am I sad? Maybe it's somebody outside your external world that is causing you sad because maybe they're not giving you the love and attention that you deserve. Well, then your soul's telling you, well, if that person is not giving you the love or the attention you deserve, and maybe it just treats you like an option instead of a priority, then maybe it's time to be like, all right, well, then I need to kick that person out of my life because they're always bringing me these negative emotions. And then maybe I heal myself and find somebody in my life that brings me positive emotions. And that's one of the things, guys, we all have these relationships in our lives. And that's one of the biggest factors that can lead to your success or your downfall is the people you surround yourself with. Because they have a lot of internal, yes, we give our power away to people. We got to learn to take our power back, because in the end, the reason you're feeling sad or anxiety, depressed is your own thoughts. But yes, external factors or external people have the effect to basically destroy you, but they also have the effect to build you up. So filter out your mind. Instead of being, I'm sad, be like, nope, I recognize I'm being sad right now, and I choose not to let it take hold of my body or my mind or my emotions. And you recognize it, give it credit, because it's your body's signal telling you that there's something wrong. And then you flip it, you say, I reject, or I do not accept this feeling inside me. And you replace it with, I choose to be happy. I choose to be content. I choose to be constructive. So filter out your mind. Be conscious of your thoughts and what you say and feel, especially what you say about yourself. Start changing everything you say something about yourself. Make sure it's only positive, constructive. And then how to become your greatest version of yourself is start doing things that makes your life better. Start doing things that make your life better. Find yourself again. Start doing things that make you happy. If you're a musician and and you're like a drummer, like my uncle, my uncle follows me, and so he's a drummer, and I use that analogy as if, nothing against him, but I'm going to use him as the teachable moment. If you haven't been drumming or being, in a band or a musician for a while, start going back to your roots and start drumming. Start getting in a band. It doesn't matter your age. Do things that make you feel alive. Me, I like to write. I like to make videos. I like to share wisdom and knowledge with you guys to help you. My thing is helping others. I enjoy helping others, and I don't do it for monetary gain or to gain fame or anything like that. I just genuinely like helping others, because if I become my greatest self, then I can help others become their greatest self, and one by one, it helps the world. You can help the world. You can help those in need. Once you become successful or become your greatest self, you'll have the resources to help others. And then you could take, what I do, guys, is I take my pain, I take my hurt, my life lessons in life, I learn from them, I digest them, and then I use them to help others who are in similar circumstances. So become your greatest self. And so one of the things I do is, like, if I go to the gym, and it's hard, guys, developing that healthy habit, but when you do something for 7 to 2 weeks straight, even though it's tough, you just force yourself to do it, it eventually becomes a habit. I eliminated my addictions in life. Do I still drink every now and then? Once in a blue moon, but I do it I'm in control of it. It doesn't no longer control me. And so I eliminated my addictions. I do healthy things. I get out and walk in nature. I meditate. Guys, one of the greatest things that helped me on my journey is meditation. Like, you look behind me, there's a Buddha behind me meditating, unlocking the inner self. And for years and years, I ignored my intuition of, hey, you should meditate. And then once I started learning to do it on daily, it really helped me, because it helped me master my mind. It helped me master my emotions. And then when I started mastering my mind and emotions, awakening my awareness or my consciousness, I could see the world differently. I became like, in other videos, I used the story of Neo in the Matrix, and how he started to, once he realized how divine he was, he could start seeing the world differently, and then he could do greater and greater things. And that you're all capable or you're all the Neos out there in the world. And when you start to meditate and awaken your awareness, you'll start to see the world differently. You'll start to see people's behaviors and actions where you might have been around a friend for 5, 6 years, or in a relationship, and you were blinded to their toxic or bad behavior or the effect that they had on you. And then when you awaken, you're like, whoa, I've been allowing this energy vampire or this toxic person who's always siphoning from me and just always not there for my better fulfillment. And then when you become aware, you're like, wait, I got to cut that out of my life. And so then you start to realize, like, your job, that maybe your job that's been holding you back becoming your greatest version. You guys hold the answers. I don't hold the answers. I may point out and maybe trigger certain things inside you that you already know, so you can self-reflect on them and then actually act upon them. So meditation, big one. Eating healthy. And you don't have to eat, tomorrow have to cut out all the sugars in your life. You can just slowly, step by step, try to improve your health by not eating a whole bunch of cheese or processed foods. Guys, processed foods is one that really toxic for you, and it keeps you in a lower vibrational state. And so one of the things is, biggest thing, this is probably one of the biggest things as well, besides learning to master your mind and your emotions, is start to filter out your life. Start to filter out your life. And that means not only filter your thoughts, but filter out the people in your life or the environments you surround yourself in your life. This video is getting a little long. I'm sorry if I haven't been posting lately. Like I said, guys, I got a busy life here, and I have to work at 9 to 5. We're all been there. So listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. If you wake up and you got dis-ease or uneasiness within you, disharmony, if you're feeling those temporary moments of sadness, depression, anxiety, or those lower vibrational emotions within you, that's your body or your soul screaming at you, hey, pay attention here. And the best way to get rid of it is you remove that emotion or feeling within you and you replace it with a loving feeling or emotion. You have to heal thyself. Find yourself again, guys. What makes you tick? What makes you happy? Get rid of those addictions in your life. Get rid of those things that temporarily numb you. Start doing things that make you feel alive. Find yourself, like one of my friends said, was telling me how she used to love going to the water, the ocean, and or kayaking or canoeing, and she hadn't done it in years. And I was like, what are you waiting for? Start doing that every day. Or whenever you're feeling inspired, go to the ocean. Or if you like to paint, start painting. Become your greatest self, my friends. Become your greatest self. So are you guys, I'll ask you again, guys, repeat certain things so that it stays locked in your mind to inspire. I want to speak constructive thoughts to you guys, constructive feelings, to inspire you. So when you are inspired, you can do things to help yourself. Some of us feel helpless, like, oh, I'm not strong enough, or I can't meditate, I can't eat healthy, I don't have the willpower. Guys, one of the coolest things is, I'll point this out. We've all had moments where we thought we were broken. Maybe we lost a loved one, or lost a relationship, or lost a career, or we were poor and broke, or we lost our home. Whatever it may be, we've all been in moments in our lives where we were at complete rock bottom. But we survived, and we pulled the strength out of us somehow, and we got over it and became to live our lives again. So you already have the strength within you to overcome whatever challenges that you have in your life to become the greatest version of yourself. You already have that strength. You're already strong. Ain't that awesome, guys? Realizing how strong you really are. You have the tools in your toolbox. You just gotta pull those tools out and get the rust off of them. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. All right, guys. I hope this video is helpful. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, if you find this video helpful, maybe send it to a friend who might need some words of wisdom. Follow your intuition. Master your mind. Are you thinking constructive thoughts or destructive thoughts? Are you self-sabotaging your life? What are you doing to pursue greatness in your life? What hobbies and activities are you doing to help yourself, to become the best version of yourself? Or what hobbies or things are you doing that are making you not become the best version of yourself? Lastly, guys, I want to say God bless you. My faith is what keeps me going. My connection to God or spirit, whatever you want to call it. And I hope you guys find that as well within you. Lastly, guys, it would help if you guys check out my books. I'll put a link in the description, or at least tell you where you can find my books. And then if you could help me, I'm doing a grassroots with my books, guys. So if you could help share those out in the world, that'd be awesome. Anyway, believe in yourself, my friends. You can do it. Get rid of that doubt. Get rid of that fear. And be like, today I conquered my fear. Today, I don't let my doubt hold me back. I'm going to be the buffalo and I'm going to run into the storm. Because once you face that storm, it's clear and sunshine on the other side. You could do it, guys. God bless you guys. Wish you the best.